to get better. Obviously, we've had up and down games, but we're All-Stars. And we're going to continue to prove it. Obviously, this is the last week for All-Star voting. Camilla, she should be All-Star. It's her first year. She could have got it last year with injury, but she should be an All-Star this year. I think we've had up and down games, obviously, but being consistent and coming out every night. I mean, obviously, you don't put up 27 on nothing, like, against anybody. She's been consistent. Obviously, she's going away, but that doesn't take away what she's done. So, her, me, Ariel, I know we belong to All-Star. Thank you.
You're crying on the podium about how people hate you, and then you want to get in videos like this and say, I love the trolling. Pick a side. What side do you want to be on? Do you want to be on the villain side that you don't care about trolling, or do you want to be on the victim side crying about how people hate you and how your crown is heavy? What is it? You're so fake, bro. This is why we don't like you.
The WNBA's Midsummer Showcase was supposed to crown basketball's next great rivalry. Instead, it exposed a raging truth. One superstar is rewriting history while the other watches from shadows. Angel Reese isn't just missing the All-Star game. She's being erased from the elite conversation. And the reason, a collapse so shocking it's tearing the league apart.
And a brand? That's 6 figures right there. Whoever came up with that, the trolling, I love when y'all do it, because, like, the ideas be good. Like, when y'all have to alter my face and shit, like, because I'm cute, all right, whatever, like, that doesn't get me. But, like, when y'all came up with rebounds, because statistically, all the rebounds that I get aren't always just mine. They're, like, the defenses, too, or somebody else's on my team. But when y'all came up with rebounds, y'all ain't one little thing. Janine, we're ranking. We're gonna work with.
Tonight, we reveal how a manufactured rivalry imploded, why Reese's MI Bounds brand became a symbol of failure, and a secret WNBA investigation that could have ended careers. Stick around. What we uncover will change how you see women's basketball forever. The All-Star voting results were revealing. Caitlin Clark earned a captaincy with strong fan support. Angel Reese finished significantly lower in the fan vote. Equally telling was a player vote.
Led the WNBA in All-Star voting. Obviously led the WNBA in All-Star voting. Like, I don't think anyone is shocked by that. If somebody is surprised by Caitlin Clark leading the WNBA in All-Star voting, you've been living under a rock. It's obvious.
Clark ranked respectably among guards by her peers, while Reese did not place in the top forwards. This combined feedback highlights differing levels of current recognition within the league. Performance metrics further illustrate the gap. Reese averaging 7 points per game. With rebounds slightly down and turnovers increased, her field goal percentage ranks lower among starting forwards.
Angel Reese, I'm sorry, ma'am. What makes you think that you deserve to be in the top 10 in the whole WNBA in voting? Don't you know you got to compete with Plum, Collier, Breanna Stewart, Sabrina Ionescu, who else? Caitlin Clark, who is ranked 4th in the WNBA. She's ranked 4th. You are ranked 25th.
Clark achieving historic milestones, including fastest of 350 assists and 250 rebounds. Amidst fan commentary on her play, Reese trademarked the phrase "me bounds," acknowledging the discussion around her rebounding. A key moment occurred on May 17th during Sky vs. Fever. Caitlin Clark committed a flagrant 1 foul on Angel Reese, upgraded upon review. The heated on-court exchange was followed by reports from Reese alleging hearing offensive comments from fans.
4-point, 2-assist game in the absence of Caitlin Clark tonight. Angel, they're not coming for you. They're coming to watch the prodigal son or daughter, Caitlin Clark.
The WNBA promptly launched a formal investigation into these allegations. The league publicly condemned discriminatory behavior. Teams cooperated, reviewing footage and gathering statements. Clark publicly supported the investigation. After thorough review, the league announced investigators found no verifiable evidence to support the allegations of offensive remarks. The case was closed, though the incident left a mark on the season narrative. The differing reactions to Clark and Reese's in-court intensity have sparked discussions about perception.
Everybody's trying to make this about come on, black man, protect the sisters, brother. This ain't racial. This is about sports. This is about athletic ability. You know what I'm saying? And when you look at Caitlin Clark's game, who's very reminiscent of a Steph Curry, based on her range.
Criticism of Reese's performance was sometimes met with accusations of bias. While Clark's success was occasionally attributed to factors beyond her play, Clark has acknowledged her platform and spoken against online negativity. The WNBA has initiatives like No Space for Hate, using tools to monitor fan interactions and offer player support. The question arose, did Reese's camp sometimes leverage discussions of bias to deflect performance critiques? Her efficiency metrics declined as online narratives intensified. Ree and Clark adopted contrasting online approaches. While Clark largely focused on basketball, Ree actively engaged with her online narrative. Tyler Marsh this offseason, the mandate was clear. Transform Angel Reese into Chicago's version of I.O. Wilson. The investment was staggering. $1, $3M in roster construction around Ree alone. But 6 weeks into the season, Marsh's playbook resembles triage protocol. The .4 experiment, anatomy of a disaster. Marsh's radical plans sounded revolutionary in theory. Leverage Reese's rebounding instincts by making her 6 feet 3 inches in point forward. Staffers gush about positionless basketball during media day. Privately, coaches knew the truth. Reese's ball handling metrics ranked in the 14th percentile among forwards last season. Her assist-to-turnover ratio, 0. 8-1, was barely G League level. The experiment imploded by Game 3. Turnover catastrophe. Reese's 4.2 turnovers/game became the league's worst mark. Frozen offense. Chicago's scoring dropped 18 points, 100 possessions with reinitiating plays. Teammate revolt. Microphones caught vet guard Marina Mabury screaming, "Shoot it!" after Ree held the ball for 14 seconds. Marsh's solution, midnight shooting drills with Reese launching 500 threes nightly. The result, a cringe-worthy 28.6% on wide-open corner attempts worsened centers over 6 feet 7 inches in. One Eastern Conference scout summarized the tragedy. Watching Ree run point is like watching someone juggle chainsaws. You know it'll end badly, but you can't look away. The Cardoso effect, Chicago's unwitting hero. The real dagger came. Lower among starting forwards. From Reese's own bench, rookie Camila Cardoso, drafted as Reese's backup, started exposing Reese's flaws through sheer contrast. Metric Ree 32 minutes per game. Cardoso 18 minutes per game. FG percent at rim 49. 1% 68. 3%. Screen assist 1. 23. 8. Def rev percent 19. 4% 27. 1%. The May 28 game against Atlanta broke the camel's back with Reese banned for defensive lapses. Coach P for getting cooked in pick and rolls. Cardoso erupted for 23 points and 14 rebounds, outscoring Reese's entire 4-game output combined. The arena's standing ovation for Cardoso felt like a public execution for Ree. Teammates didn't even hide their relief postgame. "We played free," Mabry told reporters with Ree glaring nearby. The ultimatum heard round the league. Pagliaca's now infamous press conference wasn't just criticism. It was a coded distress flag. Angel's a core piece, but we need more consistent two-way impact. Translation in GM language. Prove you're not the next Kwame Brown. Behind closed doors, the situation turned nuclear. Contract leverage. Reese's $127,000 salary becomes non-guaranteed in 2026. Trade talks. Chicago quietly shopped Reese to Phoenix for future second-round picks. Brand collapse. Reese's Mabound's merch return rate hit 42% after a shooting slump. Marsh's last-ditch move banning Ree from social media during road trips backfired spectacularly. Ree posted a passive-aggressive TikTok during halftime of a loss to Seattle. The caption, "Smiling through the storm, smiling face with halo #not Bo bothered." Teammates reportedly confronted her in the locker room. "We're drowning and she's making thirst traps." One player vented to league sources. The psychological free fall. You can see Reese's confidence unraveling in real time. Free throw phobia. Her 61.2% foot percent ranks dead last among starters. Passivity epidemic. 18. 7% of her touches end with immediate passes. Double last year's rate. Defensive ghosting. Chicago allows plus 11. 3 points out 0-0 when she's on court. The breaking point came during a film session where Marsh replayed Reese's failed box out the 6th time. Ree reportedly snapped, "You'll act like I'm not averaging 12 boards." A staffer fired back, "How many came off your own misses?" The room went silent. Ree hasn't spoken to that coach since. The road to nowhere with a trade deadline looming. Chicago faces 3 brutal options. Nuclear rebuild. Trade Ree for pennies. Embrace Cardoso as new franchise face. Sunk cost fallacy. Max Reese's contract hoping for a miracle. Positional demolition. Bench Reese permanently despite marketing commitments. Marsh's recent lineup tweaks into option 3. Reese's minutes have dropped below 28 AME despite being healthy. When reporters asked about her crunch time benching, Marsh dropped the quote haunting Chicago season. Winning requires sacrifice. Sometimes that means sitting your all-star. The human cost. Lost in the drama is Reese's palpable isolation. Teammates eat meals without her. Coaches shorten her film reviews. Even her trademark trash talk feels rehearsed like she's playing a villain from central casting during a recent timeout. Cameras caught Reese mouthing, "Why won't they pass to me?" As Cardoso scored again. The answer was written on the scoreboard. Chicago led by 14 with Rhea Titting. The final verdict. Rhea is an untalented. She's miscast. The WNBA's physicality exposed her lack of post moves, modern spacing killed, her mid-range game, and Clark ranked respectably among guards by her peers while Rhea did not place in the top forwards. This combined feedback highlights differing levels of current recognition within the league. Performance metrics further illustrate the gap. Rhea averaging 11, 7 points per game. With rebounds slightly down and turnovers increased, her field goal percentage ranks awards game-worn shoes auction for $200,000 before halftime. The academic shift Stanford launching applied Clarkonomics course. The AI replication. 11 labs developing Clark voice clone for basketball tutorials. Even her mistakes become cultural artifacts. The airball versus Seattle turned into a charity challenge raising $2. $1 million. The technical foul in Phoenix inspiring a Broadway musical. Chapter 7. The unseen warfare. With great impact comes great resistance. The Jersey sniff test. Opponents demanding drug tests after 30-point games. The ticket sabotage. Scalpers hacking Fever website to create artificial scarcity. The shadow campaign. Anonymous GM survey claiming she's bad for competitive balance. Through it all, Clark's response remains eerily consistent. Extra representatives, not social media clapbacks, not brand partnerships. Just the ball, the hoop, and the work. The final tally. Reese's drama versus Clark's dynasty isn't just a sports story. It's a case study in modern influence. When Clark takes the All-Star stage, she won't just represent Indiana. She'll embody the $2.3 billion valuation spike of the entire WNBA. The arenas don't chant her name because of hype. They roar because she makes janitors' kids afford college. Because she turned concession workers into homeowners. Because she transformed women's sports into the most valuable 2 words in entertainment. The end of a rivalry. The All-Star snub wasn't an accident. It was a funeral for a fake feud. Ree chose branding over basketball. Clark chose legacy in the voters. They crowned the right queen. As Ree watches from home, she faces a choice. Reinvent her game or become a cautionary tale. Because arenas don't cheer for merch lines, they cheer for greatness. If this exposed shocked you, smash that like button. It tells YouTube you want more truth bombs. Drop a comment. Reese or redemption. We'll debate live and subscribe. Tomorrow, the WNBA's hidden scandal involving $75 million in lost expansion funds. You don't want to miss it.